Most engineering teams don't break PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL breaks them when growth hits faster than discipline. Today, I want to show you what happens when PostgreSQL is pushed to a level where small mistakes become global outages. This is not a tutorial. This is an operational story about systems, pressure, and real scale. Most companies abandon PostgreSQL far before this scale. Not because Postgres can't handle it, but because teams panic too early. This breakdown is based on an engineering write up published by OpenAI. What I'm doing here is translating those ideas into how DevOps teams actually experience them in production. This story isn't about a magical database, it's about discipline under pressure. At this scale, every design choice becomes permanent. Every shortcut becomes expensive. Scaling is an operational problem first, not a database problem. Traffic doesn't grow politely, it grows vertically and then it snaps something. Users increase, queries multiply, latency doesn't wait for refactoring. Most databases don't fail suddenly, they die slowly and then all at once. You don't scale for today, you scale for the slope. Sharding is every architect's favorite PowerPoint solution and every on call engineer's nightmare. On paper, sharding gives infinite scale. In reality, it multiplies operational complexity. Cross shard joins, data migrations, new failure modes every week. Instead of chasing theoretical infinity, the focus here was preserving velocity. Complexity is a tax you pay every single day. Databases rarely fail because of scale alone. They fail because of patterns. Connection storms, one bad query starving everything else, storage bloat nobody notices until it's too late. These are not surprises, they are warnings months in advance. Most outages are visible long before they are fatal. Not all data deserves the same treatment. PostgreSQL is for core truth. Everything else should move out as early as possible. Logs don't belong on the primary. History doesn't belong on the hot path. If it can tolerate eventual consistency, it should not touch your primary. Most databases aren't slow, connections are. Every open connection consumes memory and CPU, thousands of them, even idle add up. At scale, connection pooling isn't an optimization, it's survival. Databases hate uncontrolled concurrency. If this kind of real production level DevOps breakdown is useful, you'll probably want to subscribe. This channel is about production, not theory. Caching doesn't fail quietly, it fails loudly. A cache miss can turn into a stampede, thousands of requests hitting the database at once. Only one request should refresh the cache, everyone else should wait. A cache without control is just another DOS vector. Your users shouldn't suffer because analytics got greedy. User traffic and background jobs should never compete for the same resources. Isolation is cheaper than firefighting. Not all workloads deserve equal priority. ORMs make writing bad queries very easy. At scale, convenience becomes dangerous. Massive joins, n plus 1 queries, idle transactions holding locks. Every query is a potential outage. Schema changes are the most dangerous deploys you'll ever make. If a change can't complete safely in seconds, it needs a different strategy. Boring processes save production. Production rewards discipline, not heroics. High availability isn't about avoiding failure, it's about controlling failure. Writes pause briefly, reads continue, incident severity drops. Graceful degradation is real resilience. At some point, the primary becomes the bottleneck, not queries. One node cannot feed dozens of replicas forever. Cascading replication spreads the load without killing the core. Sometimes the limit isn't software, it's physics. It's better to drop 1% of traffic than crash 100% of your service. Limits at the application, limits at the proxy, limits at the query layer. Resilience means saying no early. These are not promises, these are outcomes. Low latency, extreme availability, massive read scale. Stability is the real flex. Sharding wasn't ignored, it was delayed until it was unavoidable. Optimization buys time, discipline buys stability. Most teams don't outgrow PostgreSQL, they outgrow discipline. If you care about real production lessons, subscribe. This is what the channel is about.